49ers are 4-5. And usually in the NFL, you are what your record says you are. But in Santa Clara, you're always better than what your record says, which is interesting. So the Niners are back again, feeling like they're contenders, even though they're 4-5. So let's start with why people feel so good about the 49ers. I mean, they really kicked the Rams' ass. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. I think the number one thing is for every 49ers fan out there that follows any kind of 49er football, they know that we finally got back to the script. That this just looked like a 49ers Kyle Shanahan game. That they was smash mouth football. There was power run. Kittle was running people over. Trent Williams was sandwiching people. It felt like a standard 2019 49ers victory. And I think the nostalgia of what we saw in 2019 kind of coming out in this game, the way they stuck to the run. Because if you look at the averages of our backs, it wasn't that good per run. It was actually terrible.
Yeah, because they stuck to the run game when they were winning.
5 and 6. Yeah. We were like under 3 with one of ours.
Hey, what if Kyle had called the Super Bowl like he called this game?
He would have run the clock out and with his 10-point lead and bagged it. And I think that's why a lot of 49ers fans are like, here we go. This is what we want to see.
Right.
I think most 49er fans, they know we have to run the football. And just seeing that in this game, it adds hope. That's, I think, why people think we are as good as what we look like on Monday Night Football. I think it's more like we can be that good.
Right.
But let's see. Let's see, because we own the Rams. Yes, they are a good team. Yes, they have Aaron Donald. They have Von Miller now. But Von Miller was new. I think it showed he did okay. Aaron Donald, he's just one man on that defense. Everyone else, especially Floyd, and I'm going to call him out because Floyd got outgunned, outmanned, and
so did Von Miller, though, man. None of those guys could set the edge on that team.
No one could. And like they were bullying 24 and 54 the whole game, Rapp and Floyd. It was this was just like who goes to the weight room and who doesn't. That's what that game looked like.
Hold on real quick. I want to point out Sybilla called this on Friday that the 49ers would win. We did a show. I was like, I think the Rams are going to win. And I didn't have my epiphany until Monday morning. You figured this out last week, I think, the day that Robert Woods went down. I think you probably would have picked the Rams.
Actually, we found out Robert Woods going down in the middle of our show.
He's in the middle of the show, and you were like, well, it doesn't help. I remember you said that. It doesn't help. So Sybilla called this right off the bat. It took me a lot longer to get there. So when Sybilla says, what she's saying, I remember that she saw this coming.
I think the reason that I kind of sided with the 49ers is because it seems like Shanahan just has McVay's number. And McVay, I honestly feel he's coaching against himself.
Yes.
Like, what was that fake field goal call? What was the point?
So out of character. And again, he's 3-6 against Kyle and 47-18 against everyone else. 47-18. That's wild.
He is praying that we fire Shanahan soon.
Good point. And, he's praying that he doesn't have to face the Niners in the first round of the playoffs because the Niners, I don't know if they can win. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs. I don't know if they'll win a playoff game. But if they get the Rams in the first round,
they will run them over.
Sean. Yeah.
And the thing is, too, like the whole Rams scheme, even down to Ramsey, it made no sense how it was deployed. They just don't have the 49ers number. They just don't know how to play them.
See, that's why, to me, are we going to get to, like, are the Niners the truth? Well, I guess this is it right here. The Niners were, they beat up the Rams. They always beat up the Rams. The Rams don't match up well with the 49ers. The Rams are a really small defense that's built to stop the pass, and they're soft in the middle. Their linebackers are terrible, and the Niners just eviscerated them with short throw over the middle, not short throw, 10-yard pass over the middle relentlessly, and the run game. So good matchup for the Niners. The Rams always make them look physical, but I think there was also like an emotional aspect to the game that was key. Like the Niners had just come off a humiliation and the Rams feel pretty good about themselves. So the Niners, we've seen them do this before. We know they have these type of performances in them. And what's so maddening about this team is that they don't do it consistently. They did it for most of 2019 and then gave it up at the very end. Then they didn't do it at all last year. And now it took them until week 10 to do it this year. It's like, what? Do it every week. This is your formula. Why can't you do this every week? Or at least try?
Yeah, the days of like Alex Smith and Frank Gore, they were, I don't want to call them a one-dimensional offense, but they were a power run smash mouth football team. And they
Yeah, they
stuck
didn't
to
try
it.
to beat you in a million different ways. That you knew what was
Yeah, it
coming
was
from
just
them.
a
And with the
couple of
Niners now, you
plays
don't
where you
know.
dial up Vernon Davis or
Yeah.
something like that. That was really it. And to be honest with you, that this was a very Alex Smith style play. Jimmy Garoppolo, he still flashed some of the passes I don't want to see, but he put some rate on the money, and it was a simple game plan where they said, hey, go throw less than 20 passes, post less than 200 yards, basically, and see how you do. And he did well.
Is that Eric Crocker? It might be. What's up? McVay scared of Daddy Kyle? Yeah.
I don't know about scared, but he's definitely, he's too emotional when he faces him, no doubt.
He seemed like he was crumbling on the sideline. He was screaming into his play
The
sheet and
look on his
smacking it
face.
against his face. That looked bad.
Yeah, he was having a conniption, no doubt.
I mean, he abandoned his run game down 14-0. That's panic. Why? The Niners are just going to go really slow on offense and run the ball. You're not out of the game. Just continuing to drop back and throw is playing into the Niners' hands anyway. The Niners beat the Rams. Good thing.